Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today, we're embarking on a journey back in time to the heart of ancient Egypt to explore one of its most magnificent and enduring wonders. The Luxor Temple. Forget what you think you know about Egyptian temples, because Luxor is different. It's not just a single structure, but a sprawling, evolving masterpiece built over an astonishing 1,500 years by a succession of powerful pharaohs. This isn't just a temple, it's a stone-carved history book, and we're about to turn its pages. Our story begins around 1400 BC, during the height of the New Kingdom, with Pharaoh Amenhotep III. This was a time of immense wealth and power for Egypt, and Amenhotep wanted to create a temple unlike any other. He chose a site on the east bank of the Nile, in the ancient city of Thebes, what we now call Luxor. His vision wasn't just to honor the gods, but to celebrate the very essence of divine kingship. He called it Ipit Rezit, which translates to the southern sanctuary. This was to be the earthly home of the Theban triad, the great god Amen, his consort Mut, and their son Khonsu. Amenhotep III's original design forms the core of the temple we see today. Imagine walking into his grand colonnade hall. 14 massive columns, each shaped like a papyrus bundle, tower over you, their capitals blooming towards the sky. The craftsmanship is breathtaking. Every surface was once covered in vibrant paint and intricate hieroglyphs, telling stories of the pharaoh's divine birth and his connection to the gods. This hall was designed to create a sense of awe and wonder, to make mortals feel the immense power of the divine and the king who represented them on earth. Amenhotep's construction set the stage, creating a sacred foundation that would be built upon for centuries. But the story doesn't stop there. About a century later, one of the most famous pharaohs in history, Ramesses II, decided to make his own monumental mark on Luxor Temple. And when Ramesses did something, he did it big. He added an enormous new courtyard, a massive pylon gate, and, of course, colossal statues of himself. As you approach the temple today, the first thing you see is Ramesses' handiwork. His pylon is like a giant billboard, its outer walls covered in detailed reliefs depicting his supposed victory at the Battle of Kadesh. Originally, 6 colossal statues of Ramesses stood before this pylon, 4 seated, 2 standing, alongside 2 towering pink granite obelisks. Today, only 2 seated statues, 1 standing statue, and 1 of the obelisks remain at Luxor. You might be wondering, where's the other one? Well, in 1836, it was gifted to France, and now stands proudly in the Place de la Concorde in Paris. It is a bit strange to think that this ancient monument has a twin standing in the middle of a bustling European city. Ramesses' additions dramatically changed the temple's entrance, creating a grand, intimidating facade that proclaimed his power and piety to all who approached. Now, let's talk about one of Luxor Temple's most defining features, the incredible avenue of this sacred road, stretching nearly 3 kilometers. Once connected Luxor Temple with the even larger temple complex of Karnak. To the north, imagine a grand procession, with priests, soldiers, and the pharaoh himself moving along this path, flanked by hundreds of sphinx. Originally, these weren't the human-headed sphinx you might picture. The first section, built by Amenhotep III, featured ram-headed sphinx, symbolizing the god Amen. Later, King Nectanebo I from a much later dynasty added the more familiar human-headed sphinx, each one a portrait of the king himself. This avenue was the centerpiece of one of ancient Egypt's most important religious celebrations, the Opet festival. During this annual event, the statues of the Theban triad Amen, Mut, and Khonsu were carried in a grand procession from their home in Karnak, down the avenue of Sphinx to Luxor Temple. This wasn't just a parade. It was a ritual of cosmic rejuvenation. The journey symbolized the divine marriage between Amen of Karnak and Amen of Luxor, a union that was believed to re-energize the gods, reaffirm the pharaoh's divine right to rule, and ensure the fertility and prosperity of the land for another year. It was a massive, citywide celebration that lasted 4 days, filled with music, feasting, and ceremony. As the centuries rolled on, Luxor Temple continued to evolve. Even Alexander the Great, after conquering Egypt in 332 BC, left his mark. He claimed to be the son of Amenhotep. To legitimize his rule, he had a shrine built within the temple. He even redecorated one of the central chambers, replacing reliefs of Amenhotep III with images of himself making offerings to the Egyptian gods. It was a brilliant political move, showing respect for local traditions while inserting himself into the divine lineage of the pharaohs. The story continues into the Roman era. After Egypt became a province of the Roman Empire, they, too, adapted the temple for their own purposes. They converted a part of the temple into a military camp and a center for the Roman emperor cult. If you look closely in one of the chambers, you can still see faded Roman frescoes painted over the ancient Egyptian hieroglyphs. It's a fascinating clash of cultures, with the art of one empire literally covering the art of another. But the temple's religious significance didn't end there. As Christianity spread through Egypt, a Christian church was built inside Ramesses II's courtyard. Later, in the 13th century, the Mosque of Abu Haggag was constructed right on top of the ancient ruins. What's incredible is that this mosque is still an active place of worship today. The fact that an ancient Egyptian temple, a Roman camp, and a modern mosque all occupy the same sacred space is a powerful testament to Luxor's enduring spiritual importance over thousands of years. It has been a place of worship, power, and community for vastly different cultures, each one adding its own layer to the story. So, when you visit Luxor Temple, you're not just looking at one piece of history, you're walking through a timeline. You can stand in a courtyard built by Ramesses the Great, look up at a minaret from a medieval mosque, and touch a wall decorated by Alexander the Great. It is one of the greatest examples in the world of the continuous adaptation and reuse of a sacred site, from the pharaohs who saw it as a home for the gods, to the Romans who used it for imperial propaganda, and to the people who worship there today. Luxor Temple has always been alive. It's a living, breathing monument, a place where the past isn't buried, but is built right into the present. It truly is a place that defies time, a chronicle of human belief and ambition written in stone. I hope this journey has given you a deeper appreciation for this incredible temple. If you've ever been to Luxor, I'd love to hear about your experience in the comments below. What part of its history fascinates you the most? Thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed this deep dive into ancient history, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and hit that notification bell so you won't miss our next adventure. Until next time, stay curious.